So the first question you might have heard about this bill is, it's big. How big? It's big, it's big, it's 1 trillion, it's 1.9 trillion. How big is too big? The bill totals about $1.9 trillion in spending. Why is the bill so big? Because the problem that we're dealing with in our country is really big. We're dealing with very high unemployment, particularly among women of color and in certain industries. Our schools in many areas are closed. Food banks, hunger, record highs, and of course people are still getting sick because of COVID-19. So yes, the bill is big, but you know that phrase, a day late and a dollar short? Congress was definitely a day late in passing this bill. We were many days late. It took us months and months. We had to elect a new president to even pass this bill to help the American people. So we might be a day late, but we didn't go a dollar short. We tried to make the bill meet the size of the problem. So what's in it? Where does this money go, and how is it going to help our economy and our society? So I want to start with this, the survival checks. And this has been probably one of the most talked about parts of this bill. These survival checks are the payments that you've been hearing about, that you're going to be getting automatically. Now the amount of those survival checks is going to be $1,400 in most instances. And if you recall, Congress previously passed a $600 payment, so you're going to get $1,400, and this applies to about 85% of households in the United States. So we're talking about a big amount of families getting help. That's important because a huge number of families have been hurt by COVID-19. Even those who maybe haven't lost their income have seen increased expenses. More expenses for childcare, more expenses for commuting because of no public transportation, things like that. So those $1,400 payments will go, again, to 85% of American families, and there is a cutoff. When your income gets above a certain level, you don't get the payment. So where's the cutoff? If you're single, the cutoff in which you'll receive no payment is $80,000. If you're like me, a single parent, or you file as head of household, the cutoff is going to be $120,000. And if you're married and you file jointly, the cutoff is going to be $160,000. All right? Now, one of the things that I criticized about with this bill is that I think that different families, this doesn't necessarily line up. There are families who are heads of household who are in real trouble. There are families who are married who both kept their jobs. But this is the basic threshold. So if your income is below this, you're going to get the survival check. Do you have to apply? No. They're going to automatically send you this money. And it's going to be based on your last filed taxes. So if you filed in 2020 for your 2020 taxes already, you'll get it based on that. If you filed for 2019, you'll get it based on that. If your income's changed, they'll send you a plus up down the road. So you should be watching for these payments. President Biden has made clear he knows that there are families who are not able to make their rent, are not able to put their food on the table, and they want to get this money out as fast as they can.